Internet. So this week's theme on Five Musketeers is story time. So I didn't really know like a story that I could tell. So then last week I thought of a story to tell you guys. So yeah, basically my story is I saw LeBron James. Yeah. So it all started off is last week. Last Wednesday actually, there was a Cleveland Cavs like parade to celebrate how they won the championship, and so like everybody went down to Cleveland to I guess see all the players and like see the whole parade and just to like celebrate with everybody. And there was people flying in from like other states, which is crazy. So I figured out last Tuesday, the actual, the day before the parade was. So I found out on Tuesday, the day before, that we were going to Cleveland to see the parade and the Cleveland Cavs players. And so I got like super excited. And so after I figured that out, the next day, on Wednesday, we left like really early. I got up at like 6:45 and we ended up leaving at like 7:30, I think it was. And so we left and it took, I don't know like how long it was. It was definitely over an hour because traffic was really bad. But yeah, we drove down to Cleveland, and once we got to Cleveland we actually found a parking spot because both my dad and my stepmom, or my dad's girlfriend, they work downtown, or they work in Cleveland. So my dad's girlfriend's work was they have like private parking because she works in like a building that has private parking like beside the building or behind it, I'm not really sure. So we just parked in the private parking, so luckily we didn't have to find like regular parking like everybody else, because that would have been like really hectic to find like a spot because like it was packed. And so the parade was actually originally going, or it was supposed to start at 11 a.m. because that's the time that it was scheduled for. But since there was like this main area where the Cavs and the parade was, so where the parade was, obviously everybody was like down there because everybody wanted to see the parade and also the Cavs players. So everybody was like crowded down there, and it was just it was like so packed. Like imagine like being in like a group, like a really, really large group of people, and act like you're giving them a hug, but you're not actually. It's just that like you're that close to them because there's so much people. So since there was so much people, there was this path where the parade was, like the parade trucks and like basically where the parade was supposed to like go, and there was like a road. I don't know, I think it was like a 4-lane road, I'm not sure. But there was people on both sides of the road, like past the sidewalk. They were like standing, or we were standing on the road. And then we had to create this path. It wasn't even like a path because there were so many people for the parade to go through. And since the parade was supposed to start at 11, as I said, but the parade actually didn't start until like almost 2 o'clock because nobody would move. Like it was that packed and everybody was just like so excited and it was so hectic. And so yeah, people just wouldn't move out of the way so that the parade, or there was room for the parade. Like there was cops everywhere. There was like there was cops on horses, there was cop cars, there was like the bikes that the cops ride on. There was just so many cops trying to like clear the way. And after they cleared the way, everybody just moved closer. And then once the parade actually started, that's when, because the big trucks were like going through and there was people on them, so that's when everybody started actually like moving out of the way because they obviously didn't want to get ran over. Actually almost got ran over, like their feet, because me and my sister, we were actually up in the front, in like the very front row, because some lady let us through and like take her spot. She was really nice, and so yeah, we were really lucky. And so we were in the front row, and my dad and his girlfriend were back in the crowd where basically everybody else was, but there was just like people everywhere basically. Wow. Nice job, Kendall. So as I said, once the the trucks through the parade started moving through, everybody started clearing space for the trucks to go through. So as I said, the parade didn't start until like almost 2 because people wouldn't move out of the way. So once the parade started, there was like 60 something like trucks and like wagons and like basically the thing, or in like cars, like the thing that was that the people were standing on that were in the parade. So there was like over 60, I think, trucks and like parade vehicles, and me and my sister didn't know that there was that many, so we were waiting there for literally since like probably noon to it was like 11:30 to like almost 2 o'clock. So we were just standing there in the front row. It was so hot outside, and we were like, come on, because the parade wouldn't start. The parade started. Obviously there was a bunch of like trucks moving through, and there was people in the vehicles like tossing out like not confetti, but like bracelets and necklaces. I actually got this bracelet. It says I promise. It's from like what LeBron says. But yeah, there was so many people and so many like vehicles for the parade. And what was I saying? I forget what I was saying. The Cavs players started coming through on like the very last vehicles in the parade. So first there was J.R. Smith. Oh my god. First there was J.R. Smith, and he was shirtless. Like he was shirtless, just standing there. He was on like the bed of a truck, I think, and because the Cavs players were on like really expensive cars, and he was like on like the bed of like some type of car. And no, sorry, that was my dad. But oh my god. So first J.R. Smith started coming through, and everybody was like crazy. They were like reaching for him. They were like, J.R. And then there was a couple more trucks that didn't have the players, and then I think next was Kyrie. Kyrie Irving was next, and I think he was shirtless too. I'm not sure. So after Kyrie and J.R., finally LeBron James was on like this really, really expensive like sports car, and he was sitting in like the back seat with his wife next to him and like his 2 kids. And his little daughter wasn't there because she was, I think, too little, or she was somewhere else. But yeah, we were literally so close to him, and my sister has all of the videos and photos on her phone. Like it was crazy. And then after LeBron was Shumpert. Shumpert was probably my favorite because he was like very like, I don't know, he was very like energetic, and he would like I don't know how to say it. He was like, you know, reaching into the crowd and stuff and like interacting with the fans. So Shumpert was like dancing to the music that was playing, and it was really funny. And so after Shumpert, there was Dellavedova, I think, and he was also like grabbing like the fans' hands and stuff, and was like saying hi to people, and he actually touched my sister's hand. Yeah, I was so jealous because we were so close to him, or all of the Cavs players basically. We were so close, and I didn't even get to touch anybody's hand, but my sister did. So yeah. Well, after the parade, we basically just went back. We got some food in a place in Cleveland. It was like a taco place, and then we went back to where we parked and we drove home. So it was it was a very exhausting day, but it's probably something that I'll remember for a long time because it was like really fun. And yeah, so that's my story time video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to, because I post videos every Tuesday on this channel. And I'm really sorry that I didn't post a video last Tuesday. It was just because I was busy. And so, yeah. I was busy preparing for the next day to go to the Cavs parade. Let's just say that. So, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment down below what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future. And yeah, also make sure you stay tuned, because as I said, I post videos every Tuesday on this channel, and there's 4 other girls on this channel, and they post videos we post videos every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next week. Bye!